realism of life and actuality. Visualizing the realism of life and actuality. Come on, it's done. I had to come from somewhere.
We all eat, sleep, and live graphic design, but how many of us are aware of what this is? Upon coming to university, these were the same notions I once believed, and probably would have been enforced if it wasn't for my urge to push boundaries in getting people more invested in the improvements of their society through socially aware and sustainable design. Nowadays, schooling systems push typography as the focal point of anything considered graphic design. I felt this was pigeonholing potential graphic designers to be all the same, to which anything which strays from this notion is ostracized or deemed as not being graphic design. Who's to determine whether a piece of visual communication is graphic design? After all, if I asked you to name one poster you've seen recently which you remembered or held your interest, most would say. Yet all these posters that are of modern day graphic designers hold this olden day notion that typography trumps all, in the sense of being able to draw the emotions and personal connections to their audience. I personally have a difference in opinion. Having typefaces hold so much responsibility within a piece of design leads to a mist of complacency within designers. You might think yes, the type looks nice, but the overall design tends to be forgettable because it's cut from the same cloth as previous graphic designers of 20 years. Typography is ultimately viewed by society as neutral, as they care more about what's written and the overall message gained, more so than if you chose to use Helvetica over Gill Sans.
Particularly issues around education, and different types of literacy, because it's one thing to worry about kerning between letters, but it's like 40 million people in our country can't read. So that's really putting the cart before the horse, I think, It's nice. It's pretty type. I can't read it. They can't. We need to fix the education. That's a system that we can.
Looking at something that you can see visually, it's about thinking about how you get it.
Exactly.
That's all part of the design.
Exactly.
Yes, some graphic designers will hold the pompous views that being an intelligent designer, you have to use typefaces like Helvetica, and hold dear to the clean white negative space alongside a minimalist design. But really and truly, times are changing. To me, a design which shows a social awareness, whether done simplistically or imaginatively through the aid of illustrations and creative typefaces, hold the future for poster designs. Graphic designers need to start claiming back the psychological aspects of design and stop being so heavily typography led. This is what I feel makes a graphic designer or visual communicator. Now I would like to leave you with some food for thought.
I think universities are not preparing graduates well enough. Sometimes I see books where I wonder what the tutor was doing, and that they were not preparing them for today's world or tomorrow's world. Someone's got to have a job for maybe 50 years, be forward thinking. It feels like we're not in the 90s anymore, and I think it's absolutely the responsibility of university to prepare you for work, to help you, and for you to leave with skills that are right for now and knowledge that isn't outdated already.